好，我们马上继续。刚完成的竞速区大冒险嘛，然后衣服也晒了。哎呀，就重点是我把那本书拿回来了吗？重点。我不是只看厨师盆而已吗？等到天亮了哎，校长。
You cannot be serious. Goblins
不是
working with Rookwood makes no sense.
是吗？
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
哦，他不是校长。
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
我把书带回来了。
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
对，魔药学跟药草学好像都还没学过哦。任务。传奇披风哎，帅！披风是哪里装备啊？这个不要，还是这样子啦。学生就要有学生的样子。
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
夏霍格米村。这里是高地地图，目前大部分地图都被迷雾覆盖。小村庄，夏霍格米村。所以探索的前进，你将消除迷雾，并显示更多的地图。现内容：小村庄当卷呢，强盗营地。看来进入了自由时间喽。有龙龙的画作，龙的harmony 就是那个解剖分析啊。看见多了很多事情可以做，看一下，哇吼吼吼！哇嘎杜，先去上一下药草课啊。看看在哪里上啊？最近应该是这里啊。神庙它这边是一个点，代表我是不是之后还有在过去的选项，就是还要再过去之类的。去上课喽。
Sometimes the prefect sits next to me. Well, one time they did, in the common room. Mind you, it was here in
能不能赶快去摸那只龙啊？
chairs in the common room.
这里是温室。
Revelio.
太漂亮了吧！这很漂亮啊。上课。我很希望可以赶快开启那个种植跟做魔药的那个功能。哎，那是我同学。
Morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
那是他的阿姨耶。
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
还是没记住那个史莱哲林的那个同学的名字。
Everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil. should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
我跟这都植物玩一下吗？
Revelio.
I wonder if hippogriffs like
可以拿欸。草莓。哎，弗利刚刚那女的吗？
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom.
他进魔法部了。这是我认识的学生啊。在他的温室里面偷东偷西的。
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
种子，选择可用的种子开始种植。播下种子后，植物在准备收获前需要一些时间。产量5哦，也就是给5个。你可以对此植物添加肥料，增加产量。我可以变换出一台粪便堆肥装置来制造肥料。
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a
中国咬人甘
different
蓝
sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
检查。这边就等于是一个让你种魔药的、让你种药草的一个地方，可以让你定时回来收。
Hello, saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
可以定时回来收些药草，就会有一个物资的稳定产出这样子。
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I
Revelio.
would have if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Ravenclaws too. At least you did.
什么史莱哲林的传统啊，在战斗的时候把龙头丢下来，是不是？什么东西？
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
难道这拿的东西会再长回来吗？
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
好可爱哦，它好可爱哦。好，再拿一些。哦。按住 Tab 是拿，这是选单。
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
会咬我吗？
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have...
邪恶的小混蛋。
Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
它咬我吗？我不会。好可爱哦，那个甘蓝超可爱的。种子是可以在商店买的。啊，坐骑不能用。
Revelio.
哎，温室树木，树根就跟这所学校的地牢一样，深入地底，错综复杂。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide.
龙皮手套。
I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
药法课还蛮有趣的哎。
But those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot.
代价不多，耳聋而已。
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
魔药学啊，这个好，这个好，这也比较近吧。我刚好像在选单里面会看到那个植物的种植完成剩余时间。哎，有这种目标。出席魔药课。
Revelio。
哦。马屁金格瑞雕像，挂着阿谀倩媚的笑容，描述着中世纪巫师马屁金格雷戈里。大家都知道他发明了格雷戈里奉承计，只要把这种魔药交给某个人，对方喝下去之后就会坚信你是最好的朋友。听起来有点恐怖啊。
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
哟，哇，这是魔药学教室。
He knows more than he's letting on.
Revelio.
Rebellion.
备忘录。哦，这差不多这附近的时间。博尔金和伯克斯最近在非正常营业时段活动频繁。没有翻页啊！我就这样进他的办公室偷他的箱子里面的东西。我一直到处都看得到我同学。
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. You must stir your cauldron in the correct direction. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
有 QTE 耶。 有那个感官互动哎，滑鼠跟键盘需要互动哎，还蛮有趣的。
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing. and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumor.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
卫斯理
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
为什么会有选项跟拿与不拿的选项啊？就帮他拿。
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stations organized.
杂种犬皮毛，火灰蛇蛋，彩鸣鸟羽毛，那个是，那只鸟羽毛是的那个头像是怎么回事？哎呦，有翅膀，有像章鱼脚的东西，有骨头。
Should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
他怎么那么兴奋啊？这是我的岗位。
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough. 要等。捡起。
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Not again.
Oh! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
啊！我不是找到钱呢。
Revelio.
所以刚刚有一个不帮他拿的选项是真的，对不对？
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
课程结束了。
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio. That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
没事。
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
要多练几瓶嘛，我没有那个什么蘑菇精汁了。隐形。哦，是战斗用的。我现在解锁了2个功能了嘛，一个就是在那个药草学那边可以种植物嘛，一个就是现在在我这边可以炼药嘛。哦，敌人的攻击，可是我要去哪里找到敌人啊？现在的任务是像学生一样生活，直到费格教授回来。看一下啊、可以去收药了吗？太多任务了吧？魔药学、温室、金毛菊与鹅毒膏。好了，哦，它马上再种下去哦。需要消耗种子吗？好像不用哎。
Revelio.
来去截一个支线看看。这个。这边有任务导引的。在变形学学院吧，我记得。庭院。
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
第3个地标。
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
范围太大了吧？他那时候也给我看了一幅画，可是我有点忘记那幅画在哪了。可以看一下吗？ 他没办法看呢。第3个地标。
Revelio。
晃一下，哇！哎呦
！Stairwell
角色讲话了。
Lumos。
这什么意思？
There's simply too much information, if you ask me.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now where's the treasure?
画的秘密。
Revelio.
哦。
Accio. There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
成功了。回去找他。
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so. Reckon he was still trying to levitate himself without magic.
Goodness, I didn't know that
他
was
吃
even
零食
possible.
哎。
It's not.
Did he say what it was like?
What have you learnt?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything.
完了一个支线任务，这是我的第一个支线任务吗？
Accio.
好，我先玩到，先录影录到这里啊，然后我来截一些支线好了。因为怕游戏的录起来太冗啊，太冗，所以我来截一些这种小小的支线。然后主线一定会录啦，主线是一定会录啦。支线就我现在先停下来看一下支线的状况，假设支线也是都非常非常的精彩，那我再考虑把支线也录进去啊。因为有时候录支线讲一讲，会发现没有太多东西可以讲这样子。然后大概可能4点多的时候就要出去散步一下，跟家人去带狗散步一下，晚上才会继续吧。我先关了，然后截个支线啦。今天上了魔药学跟药草学嘛，真的就是非常符合人家就是对哈利波特、霍格华兹这一系列作中对魔法世界的憧憬，你能够想象得到的，这游戏里面基本上都有给你体现出来。目前玩下来感觉还是很棒啊，然后卡顿的问题其实没有想象中这么严重啊，因为好像都是30系列显卡比较严重，因为我看很多人在录影起来那个画面跟那个帧数，它不是低，它是会可能走几步路就卡个一下，走几步路就卡个一下这样，那样子可能会比较破坏游戏体验啊。那我不会说自己的画质调得非常高，或者是画面非常好，但至少我觉得这游戏可以玩，对，可以玩。好，我先来解个支线啦，看有什么好东西啊。先关了，我继续玩一下。